Hi, this is Wally, and today is the 20th of July, 2016. This is the fourth MCR video log. Today we are talking about the macronutrient caloric ratio and protein. So in previous... Oh, I'm sorry. Hungry? Do you want to say something? No, you just want to interrupt. Yes, that's right. Okay, well, my... wonderful camera person. Hungry is behind the camera. Yes, you are. Okay. Well, so previous MCRs, the past two, we've talked about how to pick out a 1-to-1-to-1 MCR by equal parts carbs and proteins and roughly half of that in fat. So you go to the store, you want a nutrition bar. If you want the 1-to-1-to-1, those are the numbers you look for. Roughly, say 20 grams of carbs, 20 grams of proteins, and right around 8 to 10 grams of fat would get you right around that 1-to-1-to-1 ratio. And I know that they exist. So most grocery stores have those, as well as health food stores. So the next one we talked about, okay, you know what the ratio is that you want to give a shot. How best do you make up that ratio? And the way that I do it is with grains, greens, beans, and seeds. Okay, so in addition to grains, greens, beans, and seeds, in order to get to the 1-to-1-to-1 ratio of calories from carbs, proteins, and fats, you're going to have to include some sort of protein or a... all of the grains, greens, beans, and seeds have some amount of protein in it. But you're going to have to go with some sort, or include rather, some sort of protein-rich food that will boost up the protein numbers, which, according to some, eating foods and meals that are rich in protein and fiber are what people call satisfying, or are up on the satiety index, or another way to put it is filling. So they're filling calories, which means that you don't eat as often. So after you eat, you feel more satisfied, and as a result, you don't go looking for snacks or another meal as often. Which, if you're looking to maintain or lose weight, or perhaps even gain weight, it's a good way to do it. High protein, high fiber. Which, again, at risk of plugging my product, occurs in the three wobbles. And again, if you're watching this and you disagree, I've been reaching out to people, experts, if you will, in the field of nutrition, hoping to find some actual publications that may or may not support, something, for example, that meals that are high in protein and fiber are more filling than those that are high in fat and carbs. I don't know the answer to that. It is for me. Whether or not there's any sort of evidence out there to back that up is, I don't know. So if you're watching this and you know of someone, or you have an answer, please reply or point this in the direction of somebody who might be able to shed some light on the subject. Anywho, back to protein. Okay, we got grains, greens, beans, and seeds on the plate. Now you have to add a protein. What do you add? You've got a bunch of different options out there. Chicken, white meat, light meat, dark meat. You've got beef, you've got pork, you've got fish. There are also plant-based proteins out there. A lot of soy in the form of tofu, textured plant proteins. All of them will get your numbers up. The question is how best to maximize. If you're trying to maximize nutrition and fiber, it would make sense that you would go for something that is less in saturated fat. So the lighter colored And this again is all speculation. Perhaps go for the lighter colored chicken, lighter colored poultry, lighter colored fish. Again, in certain darker fish, there are, they're heavy in the omega-3 fatty acids. We're not talking about fats today. So there's definitely trade-offs. The question I pose to you is, which do you think is the best? In the 3 wobbles that are created, that I've helped to create, we've got light chicken in the gluten-free, we've got dark chicken in the original, and we've got tofu and seitan, which is a wheat meat. For those of you who are unfamiliar with seitan, it is, you take some flour and add some yeast and some water to it, turn it into a dough. You knead it on under running cold water for an extended amount of time, and then you boil it in the case of my seitan that I use, which is called Michael's Savory Seitan. Michael Cassidy out of Levittown, Pennsylvania. Michael, how you doing? It turns into a protein-rich meat substitute. Protein-rich it's a 5-to-3 protein to carb ratio. So relative to, even to tofu, it's right around the same protein to carb ratio as tofu, thinking of it off the top of my head. So, and then their interesting question comes, okay, well, if you can get protein from plant-based, if you can get the same amount of protein from a plant-based diet and you can from a regular carnivorous diet, why would you eat, the cow or the chicken or the pork or the pig? And the answer is, I don't know. So again, I'm looking for some feedback. I hope all is well in the world, and that's it for me today.